Hello, I'm Amy Youngman, and I'm with CatchMark Technologies, and this is CatchMark Community, and we are here with some of the staff from the Montague High School. I'm going to have you guys all introduce yourself and tell us what you do at the school.
I am Christy Thoman, and I am the principal at the high school.
I'm Leah French, and I'm one of the resource room teachers.
I'm Alyssa Levine, and I teach 10th grade English, and I'm also the prom advisor and the 10th grade advisor.
So you kind of went right into my next question. If you do other things at the school, because I think that there's a lot of hats that everybody at the school wears, what else do you do? And tell us a little bit about that program or whatever that is that you do. You can start because you kind of led us right into it.
I did. So this is my first year as a teacher at Montague, and this is my first year being a prom advisor as well. And so earlier in the year, we got a group of kids, juniors, that were excited to plan the biggest party for the school. And so it's really them doing it, and I'm there to kind of facilitate the meetings and help them with ideas for things, but they're the ones who are really coming up with everything. And so we have the venue and everything, and they pick the date, and they're picking they had asked the seniors to pick a theme, and now that that's all set, they get to decorate and plan things. And so they're really coming up with some really good ideas. And so that's been really fun. It's a learning curve for me. Some of them were sophomores and they helped plan prom last year. And so that's been really helpful, having them come on board and helping me even. So that's been cool. And then I'm also, like I said, the 10th grade advisor. So that's kind of the same thing. It's really on the students, and I just help facilitate ideas that they have and let them know if it's doable or feasible or not. And they're able to organize and gather, and it's really cool to see them do that and see the student leadership. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's really neat.
Yeah, it's fun.
Is there anything that you are a part of outside of your normal duties?
So we started a peer-to-peer group this semester, so we're hoping to get that off the ground. So that's awesome. I also work with adult mentors that come in and work with my students. Lots of transition activities. So.
Yeah, nice. Mm-hmm. And with all your hats.
I just have one title. I guess thinking about all of the activities that we have at school, these two certainly go above and beyond and do extra things. But so many of our staff do. And I'm always weary to start listing all of the things that we do because I'm worried I'm going to forget something. But right now going on at the high school are FFA districts. So there's schools from all around the area that are there competing. We have a FFA program. We have a DECA program, band, choir, of course, all of the athletics, quiz bowl team. We do a play every year. We have a newly formed chess team.
And they're doing good.
Yep. And language arts team. And so chess, quiz bowl, and language arts, they all compete within the conference. They get varsity letters, just like the athletics do. But just lots of things. Class advisors, student senate, NHS, Hope Squad. See, I'm probably going to forget something. We have a great art program, just lots of options for kids to kind of find their niche and fit in.
Yeah. So there's a new big building at the school. Can you tell us a little bit about what that is and what's going to be offered there and what's going to be used for?
Yeah, so that is, they've been calling it our competition gym or whatever. We're going to call it the Den, though.
Yeah,
so
I like it.
I don't know if I'm spilling the beans or not, but we're going to call it the Den.
We heard it here first.
Yes, and so it's a new gym. It's beautiful in there. And there is a track around the top, so you kind of walk in, similar to Fremont's gym, where you walk in at the top level and you go down, and the court is down there. New weight room equipment was just being delivered today. A state-of-the-art golf room will be included for our golf teams. We're going to have kind of an overflow cafeteria area that attaches that we'll be able to use to have, lunches together. We do a lot of food tasting with our culinary program from the CTC, just some special lunch activities that can happen in there, new concession stand. Just really exciting to be able to have that so that kids are not having to practice at 7:30, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Just giving that extra space in the winter with all of the sports going on.
It looks great. It's a great
Yeah.
addition to the community. Even
sure.
I mean, before all the snow, the outside looked great. What
Yeah.
they did with the
Yeah.
landscaping, all of it, looks.
And our
super
parking
great.
lot is actually bigger than it used to be. So
Oh, yeah,
that's a
it
plus
is.
too.
Yep.
Because
No.
we have more room.
Yep. I think it flows great.
Yeah.
The parking lot does. So, so you I mentioned the CTC. So you guys do, have students that go there. Can you tell a little bit about any of you about what that is? What programs are offered? How that works for the students?
There are a lot of programs offered that I probably can't even name because I will for sure forget some. Some of the hot ones are welding, the culinary program. There is a medical program that can lead to a CNA. There's some programs, I can't even think of the word, but basically they learn skills, hospitality kinds of careers,
Isn't there like
automotive,
or something like that?
the criminal justice,
justice.
yep, automotive, cosmetology, lots of different programs. And our counselor, Rob Patton, does an amazing job of encouraging kids to go and getting kids to go. And we always fill up the slots that the ISD gives us. And sometimes we snatch up more from other people that don't use them all. We usually have about 70 students that go to CTC every year.
That's great. It's a
yeah.
great program, and I
Yep.
love that the school, just you guys work so they can still get the education at school and get this extra education as well. So on to what's your favorite thing about Montague High School? It maybe isn't the favorite, but what's up there right now, current?
My favorite is starting this peer-to-peer group. The kids are really excited about it. The teachers are really excited about it. They're really on board. We had the No More Sidelines basketball team come in and play, and the kids were so excited that they just really bought into that. And I think that's really cool. That's
was
my
really
favorite
cool.
part right now.
Yeah, that was really cool.
I mean, for me, I just love like getting to know the students and talking with them and listening to them and be excited about FFA districts or be excited about sports that they're doing, and just being that person that they want to go tell like right away. Especially now in January, like it's definitely hitting that lull in school right now. So, there's not like a lot going on, but it's just like being able to just make connections with the kids that's always been my favorite part. And I think it always will be my favorite part.
Yeah.
That's like the thing that comes to mind immediately. I'll keep thinking though.
I would say for me, I grew up in Montague. I went to Montague, so it's home. And that is, you can describe that in so many ways. Community, family, just the idea that pretty much everybody knows everybody, but not too much. There's we're small, but we're not too small. I actually just had a conversation with a student today. They asked me what I liked most about my job, but part of what I love most about my job also made me really sad too, because it's the idea of every year we create a family, and all of the 420 kids that are in the high school right now and all of the staff that are there, we're a family, but it changes every year. So that's the sad part, is that it's like you just start getting used to this is how we function as a group, and then it changes. And of course, I've been an educator for 24 years, so that's not anything new, but I think that is what makes our high school special, because you can form those relationships and they last for 4 years, and especially someone like Leah who works with kids for 4 years very closely, that dynamic of how that changes every year, but yet kind of stays the same.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is there anything about Montague, like at the high school or just the district in general, that you would want people to know that they might not know or they might not think about when they think of Montague schools? I am putting them on the spot, so.
I would say, we, even though if you walked in the door, you wouldn't necessarily think that our kids are vastly different from each other, they really bring a lot to the table. We have a lot of kids that come from different experiences. in West Michigan, you don't always think that. And we do. I mean, we have kids that experience so many different things in life. And part of that is evident in the programs that we offer, thinking about our music and our arts, but then also, more of the DECA and the FFA and the job related CTC kind of things. And even just the student section at the basketball games, just how all of those kids can come from very different areas, but yet mesh well. And there's so many places for them to find their group. And that's just really nice to see, everybody, but yet you can find your place.
Yeah.
And really feel comfortable. And I think we want to continue to do more of that and find more things that kids can do. And just make sure we reach everybody. But I don't know. I just think that's, Mr. Johnson actually said the other day in a meeting, we're kind of a diamond in the rough, like you don't necessarily expect to be able to walk into the doors of a small school and have all the things that we have. So.
Yeah, I agree.
I was going to say something similar. Like, it's more than just like a farming community. Like, there is so much more that's going on behind the scenes. So like with the arts programs, with sports, with DECA, and like it's more than just being rural.
Yeah. Anything you have to add?
Well, there's a lot of support, in different areas. They support each other. They have each other's back, even if they don't know each other very well. They still do.
Yeah. I think that's great to hear. And it's very welcoming, essentially. Before we sign off, is there anything upcoming that you guys want to say that's coming up? I know you're planning right now, and it seems early, but it's not. And, is there anything, sports related, groups related, clubs related coming up that you wanted to speak on?
I mean, sports-wise, we're getting ready to head towards postseason in a couple weeks for all of those teams. Same for Quiz Bowl and chess. They're kind of right in the middle of everything right now. We did just finish our semester. So it is second semester, just started. We had lots of snow days. So this week was really the first full week of that. But with spring comes so many great things that are also very busy.
Yeah.
Graduation and lots of awards things and lots to look forward to with the spring weather too. And spring sports, getting outside, doing things.
I know the play is coming up in end of March, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah,
so many things.
A lot of great things at Montague. Well, thank you guys for being here. We had a really fun day at your media day, I think, and I appreciate you guys coming out. It's a beautiful sunny day out, so hopefully you can enjoy it now after the day's over. So Amy Yonkman, CatchMark Technologies for CatchMark Community.
Thank you.